Wagwan Crusty Crew, welcome back to another episode of whatever the hell we're calling this channel. Today I did some diving into the depths of hell, aka Limitless, and I discovered this deck that did well yesterday or a couple days ago. I tend to do this a lot, especially before big tournaments. I like to go through some of the more rogue options of the format, see if I can find anything that really sticks. Some of my best innovations that I've made to big tournaments and stuff that I've done well at are these roguish ideas that you can pick up online and stuff. So it's definitely worth checking out. This one's a little strange. It's the Iron Valiant, Iron Crown, Wondrous Patch deck. So I'm not too sure how this is going to go, but let's check it out together. I figure since I have this channel, we might as well do this vetting process together. We're at that time of year where everyone's kind of bunkering down for Christmas, so why not have some fun, right? Let's hop into it right now, and I'll explain to y'all what's going on with this deck. All right, y'all, welcome in. We got everyone's favorite deck, new deck 110 loaded up. I haven't even really looked at this. I just kind of imported it. It looks like a basic Future Box deck, just without the hands. We play the Mew now in the Clefairy, which is really interesting because we have this new card, Wondrous Patch, which is a Psychic Dark Patch that I honestly thought would be a lot better than it has been so far. This card hasn't really shown much of anything, really. And I guess that's part due to Gardevoir being a card, so I guess you don't really need this. But anyways, we have the Psychic Patch. Looks like we play no Gust in this deck besides Prime Catcher, which is really interesting. I don't know how we're expected to win this, but we got 3 Capsules, 4 Switch, 4 Jet, 8 Psychic. Let's hop into it. Let's see how this deck works. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is one of those decks where you look at it and you're like, this could maybe catch some people off guard and do well. So that's kind of why I'm interested in it. Like I said, there's normally a vetting process I would just do offline, but I say might as well take you guys on the ride with me. I think it's Nacho 23,000. A formidable opponent for new deck 110. Let's see what happens here. I'm not really sure how this deck wins games. You obviously are just trying to tack you on bits all over the place, spread a lot of damage, and then maybe use Twin Shottles to clean it up, or maybe you're laser blading through everything. I don't really know. But what I do know is we have 8 possible switches outside of retreating. So we have 4 Jets, 4 Switch. I guess we have 9 if you can count Prime Catchers. There's not a lot of damage we're really working with here. We're going to have to get kind of creative in order to win some of these games, I think. But let's give it a shot. So we got Dust Pult first off. Let's see how this goes. I don't imagine this matchup is bad. I feel like we should be able to win this as long as we don't prize Clefairy. Our hand definitely could use a little bit of work, though. I remember when Iron Crown came out, and this card was $20 each. Everyone was all over the Future Box deck, yo, this is so cool. And it just never really took off. This deck looked like it should have been really, really good. All right, so we got double Valiant, Iron Crown, a Radar. I mean, we couldn't ask for a whole lot more here. Maybe we keep... Huh. We could get a Mew with that Nest Ball. So maybe we'll do this. We have Mew Clefairy, perfect. Probably should not have gotten that that third Valiant. I didn't really think that went through. So I don't know enough about this deck to know what I want to bench here. I see a Latias, so I'm assuming it's not little dudes. So I'm gonna go with the Crown. We could switch into a Valiant here and then use Tachyon bits for 20. I'm just not. Yeah, I guess might as well, right? I don't think it's going to do anything for us. The math just doesn't really math, but it's all good. Got another Techno Radar, which I'd be happy to dump this. I almost say we'd fail it, just so we can mute for more next turn, and we can pass. So, yeah, I mean, we're in that stage right now where, there's not a lot going on Pokemon-wise, so it is worth having a look at some of these decks. We're at the stage of the year where people are sending, emojis in their Teams chats and making memes of each other with Google Gemini. So there's not, a whole lot going on in people's lives right now, so it's a good time to have a look at these things. I do think, on a side note, that the Oakland Raiders should fold their NFL team because I think or the Vegas Raiders, they're maybe the worst team I've ever seen play football. This is it's currently Monday, and so I was watching them play yesterday against the Eagles. Just maybe genuinely the worst team I've ever seen play football. So Hopefully they fold. My Green Bay Packers, unfortunately, our season is most likely over. We lost our best player, Micah Parsons, last night to a torn ACL. Yeah, not great. Not great in the football world, but, you know, at least I won't have to look at the Chiefs in the playoffs this year, so that's always a plus. Got a jamming tower coming in, which honestly could be quite annoying for us. Looks like our opponent's start is not too hot. Okay, they just Iono our one card hand, so it shows they definitely had nothing. Got double Psychic Patches, Arven, Miraidon. Not a whole lot going on here. This is admittedly not my favorite style of deck to play. Like, I don't really love playing these, like, I don't even know how to describe this deck. I wouldn't say it's, like, aggro. Well, it is aggro in a sense, but it just feels like these decks you're very hand-reliant, right? Like, you got there's a lot of emphasis, I suppose, on what you're drawing. Every card matters that much more because you don't have, like, a draw engine. You're not building any evolutions. Like, that's just not your goal. So it's definitely interesting. This is really unfortunate because a peak acceleration here would be awesome, but this jamming tower is really screwing us. We got Badooed, so we can't even really get out of this. Yeah, it's not great. It'd be really sick if we could just, you know, switch or use any of these cards to get us out of this, but there's a jamming tower active, and we just got to pass the turn. So, not the best gameplay to show off so far, unfortunately. I guess that retreat really did cost us last turn. I didn't even think about the whole, like, jamming tower Badoo thing. All I saw was a lot of ECX, so I assumed I didn't know what we were playing against. Got a Buddy Puffin coming down. Guys, it's December 15th. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping. I'm so cooked. And I like buy for my whole family too. Like there's like my extended family. So I have like 30 gifts I need to get. It is going to be a tough one for sure. I think we're going to the mall after this. Got to get something going. All right, another Itchy Pollen coming down. Really hope we top deck an energy. I just want to get a peak acceleration off here and then I can feel comfortable. All right, that's actually just as good. So we'll take a Mystery Garden there. We use our Future Booster Capsule, retreat into our Miraidon, and let's get going here. So just off of what my opponent did here, I think I will be accelerating onto the Iron Crown. They didn't really do much. So they have a bunch of good targets on the bench. Maybe we can start spreading some damage. Got another Arven. I really don't like Arven. Like, as a card, like, I don't know. Like, just, it feels so underwhelming sometimes to play this card. I will not be upset to see it rotate. I mean, that's, yeah, I don't know. Arven carried me to my first, but I literally had the deck, like, in front of me. Like, I was just about to frame it, actually. Had some lances in here, yellow borders. Yeah, what a cool deck this was, man. Miss it every day. But yeah, no, I finally got around to like going to frame some of my stuff and trying to make my background look a little bit better. Like I do have most of my World's decks framed, but like I just don't have the space in this apartment to put them all up. And it's kind of like one of those things, like I know I'm probably going to be leaving this place in like 8 months and trying to buy a house. So I'm like, I don't want to put a bunch of holes in the wall if I don't have to. So working on that. Want to make a better backdrop. Also want to get into streaming. I know a couple people have been recommending that just because like I like to yap a lot, and I guess that works in streaming very well. So that is something I will be looking into doing shortly. We got a Petty Grudge for 10 coming down here. It's not ideal. We do have the KO on the Dracloak if we find an energy. So I think we'll go for that route. Let's go in here. Tachyon bits, put 20 on there. Let's retreat into this guy. Tachyon bits, put 20 there. Let's switch into the Iron Crown. We can throw a booster capsule on one of these guys. I guess. Oh, does this? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, this helps me KO the active too. Got what we needed. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's KO both. It seems pretty good. 1, 2. So I definitely see like the power of this deck. Obviously our opponent started very slow. You can kind of see how like this damage ramps up pretty fast. Now, like when you get late in a game, I have no idea how you win. I guess you're just like looping laser blades, and laser blades nothing to scoff at. To be fair, if you get 3 Iron Crowns down, you're hitting 280 with a future booster capsule. You get 300 if you get 4 down. So it's not like the worst thing in the world. We've got a Neo upper coming down on a Dreepy. That doesn't seem good. And an Iono as well. Okay. Another Dreeps. Assume there's a Badoo coming. No, it's Dracloak. Makes sense, actually. Duskull coming active, okay. So if we can get 2 pings here, we could actually KO both the Duskull and the Dracloak, get down to 1. That does seem pretty good. Hoping they don't draw Dusclops here. Alright, so we need 2 retreat cards total. So the Arven won't get us there because we can just get Switch and then retreat, so that's not what we want. The Arven would get us to a KO on the Dracloak. And you know what? Even though it's not like the sexy thing to do, I think we're going to do it. I think it makes sense to do this. So let's Prime Catcher the Dracloak. And then we get the free switch out of that, so we can Tachyon Bits the Dracloak, then retreat, and then hit for 70. So I think this makes the most sense for us right now. This Iron Crown thing is actually a problem. I didn't realize how like strong this attack is. So this goes there. I don't really think we care where this goes. Let's put it there. There's definitely some power here. Let's not get this twisted. I definitely think if you have like the problem is with this is it is very much like Roaring Moon, where 4 cards are legit like the core of your deck. Like if you don't draw Wondrous Patch, you will not win. And I think that's a problem. But you can see the power of this. Like you get 1 peak acceleration off, so you can start your first Pokemon without Wondrous Patches, but then you need the Wondrous Patches to kind of keep flowing throughout the game, or else you lose momentum really fast. So like in a hand like this, if they ever knocked out our Iron Crown, we would be in a tough spot, because then we'd have to peak acceleration again if we didn't find Wondrous Patch plus energy. So can definitely see how this gets sticky, but I mean, so far so good, man. This seems pretty strong. I've always kind of wanted Iron Valiant to be good. It's such a cool Pokemon. Same with Iron Crown. Like, I really don't like a lot of the future and ancient variants of a lot of the Pokemon, but I think these are 2 that they did really, really well. I particularly dislike the ancients. Let me know down below. I'm actually curious. Like, do you guys like the ancients or the future Pokemon better? Like, I don't like the ancients because I find it makes them all look like barbaric, which I suppose is like the whole point of the ancients. I just don't like them. And like, I played Scarlet, so I had Miraidon. I hate that Pokemon, dude. That thing is so lame. And so just like the whole idea of the ancient guys, I think kind of turned me off a little bit there. Curious to know why my opponent's still playing this, to be honest. Like, their best line here is to go Bear Attach and kill me, and just hope that I can never mount anything else. But it doesn't seem like they're doing that. Alright, so there's the Dusclops. Don't think that does anything here, really. Okay. We need a... Okay, so our only supporters are Ionos, which suck. But it might not be a bad thing. So we have Mystery Garden in play, so we can play to try and draw an energy off the Iono and drop to 6. We just need Jet plus Switch, which I guess is a lot, given that we only have 1 Switch left. But let's try anyways. Take those cards in our hand. As a backup plan, I think we're going to throw a Devo on here, because we can at least buy another turn if we need to. Let's go with the Iono. Hope to draw 1 energy. If not, we'll restart. Okay, we got the Jet, which is good. I say we restart first. Another Mystery Garden. All right, let's bomb this. Draw 3. Got Wondrous Patch plus Jet, so we did get like halfway there. We could kill the Dusclops. Retreat 20, Jet 20, but then we don't. I think our safer play now is just to go ahead with the Devo and just push them back another turn. As boring as it might be, I think this is our best play here. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and I suppose... Alright, so now that I think about it, there was definitely a better play there. So that should have been a retreat into the Valiant, then a Jet into this guy, because then we could have knocked out the Duskull with that. Yeah, definitely should have done that. Whoops. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun lately playing Pokemon. Like I've talked about this so many times on the podcast. Like I go through these spurts where like I don't want to look at the game, and then I'm like, okay, I'm having a lot of fun. Like right now is like a chiller time in my life. I'm kind of just, you know, hanging out. It's Christmas time. We're chilling. So like I've been having a lot of fun playing Pokemon recently. It's been a blast. And some of these decks are really cool. I really like this format. I think it's very healthy. No complaints from me from that front. I think the lack of boss in this deck is really curious. I know in theory there's nothing that you can't get through. Like you have the Devo, you have big hitters and all that stuff. But like, I don't know, just one boss? Why not? It would make winning this game so much easier. And that's kind of what I was getting at when I say like I sometimes take these decks and just try and refine them. Like as a lot of the times with these kinds of decks, you're not looking, and like I try to say this in the most respectful way, like it's not the sweatiest players playing these decks generally. And so what happens is these decks are like often explored but not like intuitively explored, or like people who are just playing the game want to play something fun, or it's their favorite Pokemon, or they don't take the game that seriously. So they play stuff like this, and like that's great. It's just the problem is we need to, like, there's more we can do with the decks a lot of the time. So like my point being, it's never a finished product, these kinds of decks. You got to always kind of like try and tap in and take it to that next level. Here, this would be game if we had a Psychic in hand, but we unfortunately do not. We do have a Jet. Just thinking if we want to attach the Jet to the Valiant. Not really, right? Because we went off of a Laser Blade here. Or we could also just win off a Switch. I guess let's do that, and like worst comes to worst, we'll KO the Dusclops. Let's go with Research. So we need to switch Wondrous Patch, which we didn't get. We can't even Mystery Garden to discard the energy, which kind of blows. Let's go and take the prize for now. All right, a concession. All right, cool. First game down, seems pretty fun with this deck, but yeah, like I said, like with these decks, it takes a lot of refinement a lot of the time. It's normally not the sweatiest players playing this, so sometimes you gotta like take it to the next level, see what happens. So let's make that first change right now. I do want a boss's orders in this deck, so let's go and do that. So let's edit. What are we gonna take out here? I don't even know, dude. All these cards seem good. Let's play with one Miraidon. Like, what's the harm? Boss's orders. You guys see that new art? It looks pretty sick. Am I blind? There we go. Okay, gonna make a quick cut. We'll be right back. All right, let's hop into another one with this. I'm not like, so first impressions, I'm not blown away by this. Like sometimes you'll try these decks and you'll just be like, damn, what the hell? That's kind of how I felt with like the bunny deck. But like with this, I'm not blown away. I'm kind of just like, I can see how this wins, but I can also see how this loses. that's normally not the best place to be when you're trying these rogue decks. You normally just want to be like, all right, this is broken. Like, because a rogue deck, there has to be a reason why it's rogue, typically, right? Like, people play this game so much that anything good does typically get discovered. But these rogue decks sometimes are just untapped, right? Like, sometimes they have, like, great abilities or great, like, core functions, and it takes someone to make an innovation on it that makes it, that much better. We're gonna go second. So, like, a good example of that one, I think, would be like the Alakazam deck, right? Like, the Alakazam deck seems so strong on paper, and I think the time is coming where someone will break it. It's just not there yet. Really wish I went first because this hand is ass. That would have been nice to not have to go second with this. All right, we're playing a Zoroark. I'm not too sure how this goes. Yeah, no idea here. What I do know is that we need to draw a, like, something. That is not the something I had in mind. Let's go and attach for turn with the Jet. We move this up. I think we'll put 20 on the Zoruas and try and play for a Twin Shottles plus Devo at some point. That we just have to pass. That's pretty weak. Yeah, not great. Saving grace right now is that we're not weak to Dark. Our bench guy is, but our Valiant is not. So we can at least survive a turn. Artisan comes down, which will help us quite a bit. We can get a Miraidon down. Yeah, we'll see where this goes, but... A Badoo. Okay. So I guess they don't have a whole lot going either. Monkey Energy was not what I wanted to see, but that is okay. Alright, so our opponent has nothing. We have nothing. Let's see who gets out of this first. We're definitely going to go for the Miraidon here. We have a bundle, too, which is interesting. I want to see if we can maybe bait them out to give us something good. No, I think we can take the KO here, actually. Nice. Immediately punished for cutting the one Miraidon. Alright, cool. So we have no targets here, unfortunately. That would have been really, really good. We could have ran away with this, but I got punished for what I did there. I think we can just attach and pass. We're going to play for a Laser Blade at some point here. Yeah, that's unlucky. Yeah, because if we got the, what's it called? What's Miraidon's attack called? The first one. I don't know, the one where I'm attaching 2 energies, right? That could, like, at least get something going. We have a Mystery Garden. I don't think we have enough cards yet to really make use of it. We can attach there. We play that, play the bundle. We still only have 2 Psychic in play, so doesn't work for us. I actually do like the idea of bundling here because I have no interest in killing this Badoo with a 200 attack. So let's go ahead and do that. Likely they'll give us a Zero, I think. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do that. Hopefully draw a Psychic Pokemon or something that can like help us get out of this. That will help both of us. Don't know how I feel about that, but I think it's okay. Sabres fired their GM. Sabres have been bad for like, I don't know, man, like 10 years. I feel bad for them. There's just like some franchises in sports that are just like perennially bad. That is one of them. All right, we got a Zora come down, so now we got some action. For us, I think we're going for the big laser blades in this matchup. Now that I think about it, we can hit 280. We just need a few cards to go our way. So I think that'll be the goal. They cannot KO us this turn, which is nice. But we are getting some scary ranges here with this Badoo damage. And somehow this hand is almost worse than the last one. All right, we got some... Okay, maybe we can Mystery Garden our way out of this. So we have that. We have that. I think we... So we need to play for a jet. So we'll put this on here. Play down the Mystery Garden. Then we put this on... Like, the Twin Shadows for 70 is really good, but I don't think it's practical right now. Let's go with that. We got 2 Arvens and a Nest Ball and a Techno, so we're not really getting too far here, unfortunately. We can go for this. Maybe a Nest Ball as well. Most likely outcome is next turn we're getting KO'd. Or at least we're getting hit, right? So funnily enough, I actually am going to opt to retreat and not Tachyon bits here. And then I'll end the turn. Don't want to give them anything to really work with here, because they're just going to monkey it back onto us and get closer. So this bench Valiant is now in range, so we're kind of in danger if they have a random boss. Or a counter catcher, really. I guess the strength of Badoo in this deck. No, there's a they're playing the Moltres, which is really interesting. I do want to bring the Zoroark Learning Series back. I just like been a little bit unmotivated with how that deck's doing recently. All right, all of that for an Itchy Pawn. So we're not really getting too far. I would love to get out of this mess right now. That's not going to get us there. We have another KO. I mean, like, I know this Badoo is a free KO at some point, right? But if I keep letting them get set up behind this item lock, I'm eventually going to be in trouble. My thought process is this. This Badoo is a free KO. If I KO it now, I go down to 4. And then I can start setting up for like some big like laser blade turns where I KO this in one shot. And then hopefully I can find some way to KO this or this with a Clefairy. Or yeah, we can KO this with Clefairy actually. So I think we do go in here. I think we just have to put this on active, right? It's laser blade a Badoo with 10 health for 260 because that feels great. But I think this is good. I think this puts us on the path we need to be on to win. Because the other option was I just pass, and that doesn't feel productive either. I just need my items. Like if I don't get items down, I can't win. Yeah, actually, I guess I didn't realize I never rush ram down. That's probably foolish. They played double Turo, so like I'm still never comfortable just swinging into a Zoroark. But yeah, I guess that wasn't very smart. Still comfortable in this prize race, though, I think. Okay, now I'm less comfortable. We needed to draw out of that Iono, and we don't have anything in our hand to let us do that right now. Alright, so it's going to be a quick Virtuous Flame. So what do we need here? We need to... We need 1 crown. We're hitting for 260 right now. So actually we don't. We just need like double Wondrous Patch. Techno Radar. We can at least fill the bench a little bit. We have 3 switches left. Like this isn't... And 4 Wondrous Patches. I'm not asking for the world here. I'd feel so much better if our thing was still in play though. Our Mystery Garden. Let's go do that. We need to attach here either way. I mean, like, you could argue that we should play for Jet. But... Like, we have 2 future boosters left and 3 switches. I'm gonna commit to hitting that. Let's Mew for 2. See if we can get a better supporter than Iono. Alright, so that's 2 pieces we did need. Throw it there. Throw that there. What's Iono here? We just need a Wondrous Patch. Come on, game. There's 3 left. We did not get one, but we got a Mystery Garden, so that's good. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's burn this. No cards to bring up here, and let's Mystery Garden for 6. I mean, this is as good as it gets. Fingers crossed. All right, we got the Wondrous Patch. It was the last card, but we got it done. So let's go here into the Wondrous Patch. Retreat. And this is a big-ass laser blade, bro. We can Tachyon bits, I guess, but there's nowhere I really want to put this. Let's put it on the active. It's a big-ass laser blade. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Still on pace. We still need a little bit more to go our way next turn, but we can maybe get this done. So we're most likely looking at a Clefairy next turn, a Clefairy boss, but with this hand, that's not going to happen. We could play for... It depends if they KO us this turn. If they don't KO us this turn, we got a lot more time. We can then go for like a Twin Shottles plus like a couple Tachyon bits, you know, that whole ordeal. If they don't KO us, we also win just off boss, which I know is in the deck. The problem is, how do we draw it? We can't thin our hand down enough. If we could play those Nest Balls, we'd be alright. We do have, I think, the Prime Catcher left too, don't we? We do. Okay. Heroes Cape Latias. Alright, so we are not Clefairying, I'll tell you that. That is not happening. Are they planning on passing with this active? Surely you're not going to do that. You can't do that. Alright, while I'm young, please, opponent. Alright, we got a Lillie come down for 6. After all that... Got a Luminous plus a Dark on that Zoroark. Okay, so they are going to retreat into the Zoroark, which is interesting. What are they going to... They're just going to smack us here? Alright, so we just retreats, or retreat switch, or switch retreat, whatever. And we got the boss. The handy-dandy boss's orders. Just want to do more damage just for funsies. Oh my days. Oops. Alright. I hope I get punished off this. Please punish me. Ah, come on, game. You're supposed to punish me for doing that stupidity. I don't know why I thought there was a future booster capsule on that thing, and I was like, wait, I can't retreat that. Alright. GG's opponent. I'm sad I didn't get punished for that. That would have been so funny if I lost the game. Alright, so yeah, it looks like this deck has a lot of potential. We're 2-2. Sorry, we're 2-0. 2 for 2. We've played real decks. We're going to play the Zoroark deck again, that seems like. So I'm just going to quit this. Don't want to show the same game twice. Just going to make sure they actually are playing Zoroark again. Maybe they changed decks or something. We got no basics going on. Let's see what our opponent shows. They show Zero. I'll just scoop. Man, I'm hungry as hell. I gotta get some food after this. I went to this place called, for anyone in Toronto, I went to this place called Queen's Harbor yesterday. If you're coming up to Toronto for the regionals too, this is actually really good information. Unreal food. It's like a Mediterranean place, like right on the waterfront, like gorgeous views right in front of the CN Tower. A little expensive, not too bad. Like my bill was only like $65, but some good food, man. I recommend the spicy rigatoni. Had that. Had a few drinks, some truffle fries. You know how it goes. Bartender hates to see me coming, but it was pretty good. I have a lot of. I know it's pretty famous. There's a Fez, so I'm not 100% sure. I know Zoroark does play Fez, but maybe we'll play it out for the time being just to see. I'll play this turn super duper quick. Nest Ball, Nest Ball. Our hand sucks. Let's go for a Mew. Let's get rid of that. I don't even know what I'm getting at this point. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Bench that, bench that. Do that. Down this guy. I mean, it can't be the worst thing in the world. Let's move for 2. And let's pass. See what they come up with. Like I said, I don't want to play against Zoroark again as much as I would like to keep my elo. I mean, talking about my elo. Okay, I'm out of here. Talking about my elo like it's worth something. It's, I don't even play live, dude. My elo, I'm still like Eternitist here. Like, I am not serious. On your way to being the very best. Yes, you are. Alright, let's give it a couple seconds. I'll collect my my Phantasmal Flames tiered. Am I the only one who finds this like absurdly annoying that every time there's like a cutscene to like unlock your tier? Like, dude, just give me my stuff. Don't show me what it is. I don't care. Just put it in my account. Got another Altar Bunny and Altar Rotom. Like, I never look at this, nor do I care about it. Alright, that's enough time. Let's get into one more game. Hopefully it's not Zoroark again. Alright, we got Keese Wetter 10. It's yeah, I'm not going to comment. Let's just get going here. We'll play one more game, and then we'll sign off. But so far, honestly, guys, like, I'm quite impressed with this deck and what it is. Like I told you guys, I don't edit out any episodes. So what you're getting is, or any games. So what you're getting is what's actually happening. And we are 2-0 with this, like, random meme deck. We are an Eternitist here. I am vigilant of that. And I do... sorry, I am very sad that the ladder is going to reset in, like, 2 days. Because that means I got to do this all over again. But I digress. Let's start with the crown. See what we can do with this. It's my turn. I didn't even mention that I'm doing the conflicting schools thing again. The Tennessee plus TCU. It's got to do it to them. Pass there. Got an Arven coming down, Buddy Pavin playing against Goldengo. I have no idea how this matchup goes. I have no idea how any of these matchups go. So we will figure it out as we go. I guess starting with the 20 on the Lunatone was not ideal, but I do know we can play for a Devo play at some point. So maybe Twin Shottles could be good here. We got an Arven. We'll play that Mystery Garden. I don't think I have any interest. They did play their own Arven. I don't really have any interest in playing Arven, so let's go ahead and Iono, try and get some energies in our discard with Mystery Garden, draw some cards. That will do that. Let's get Mew down. Yeah, I do often think about how good Eladius would be in here. So you need another one of these guys. It's Techno Radar away. Do we need... We don't need Night Stretcher and energy, so we can get rid of the energy for now. Well, I guess we're just going to end up in the same place anyway, so we're going to Mystery Garden. Yeah, whatever. I mean, what do I want Iono for? Get that out of my hand, bro. Let's grab these two. Yeah, because we can keep the Night Stretcher for after, so this works out quite well. So we Mystery Garden for a few, and then... Night Stretcher the energy back to Peak Acceleration. That's what it's called. It's called Peak Acceleration, of course. Switch. Okay, that'll do. I do think we'll make our first acceleration to this guy. Just in the, like, I think, I don't know, like, I'm just thinking hypothetically right now because I've never played this matchup before, but in theory, it's probably pretty easy to hit 260, right? Like, we're already at 260 with this board. So if we can stream Valiants, we just go 2-2-2 and win the game. That being said, obviously that's, like, 2. But we also have Clefairy that can take a cheap knockout on a Genesect at some point, so let's see if that comes into play. The other factor to this whole thing is that there is a Lunatone with 100, so we can clean that up at some point. There's a Lunar Cycle. We know they have both Goldengos. Those are going to come down. Curious to see what they do here. Arvinder. Did I just say Arvinder on live? I did. Nice. It's our meme name for Arvin. Okay, so they have Prime Catchers. This is really bad for us, actually. I'm not sure how we're going to recover from this. They're killing our only Valiant. We might have to take a turn here to do something different. Maybe it's another peak acceleration. Maybe make them find it again. This deck is so broken, bro. Like, Goldengo is so good. You have your 5 energies there, bud. Oh, you don't even need 5. You need 3. Jesus. I forgot about that. Okay, so surely now I think we're playing for the Devo strat. Like, we can't in our right mind pace these guys, right? So let's play for Devo. I do want to kill this Lunatone this turn. Yeah. That's a good card. Because we could do this and attach the other one. We can Mystery Garden for 1, but I don't really see the point in doing that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's research. Well, this is unfortunate. We did not get a switching card, which blows. But, like, I guess it's fine. So we're hitting this active Goldengo actually for 80 even just now. So we might not even need Twin Shottles, really. Let's go ahead and bomb the second Techno. Get these 2 in our hands. So maybe we do go in with the Laser Blade, given that we know we're kind of playing for Devo here. And I actually didn't even check if Devo was in the deck. I probably should have done that. Is there any world where I play the bundle here? No, because then they could just give us Soul Rock. Or the Genesect. Okay, so we're not doing that. Let's go ahead and do that. I will play the Wondrous Patch. I think we're going to split the energies here. Just play, like, completely for a twin... maybe we don't play for a Twin Shottles, actually. So if we're doing 80 on the active, maybe we one-shot the other one, and then go for a Devo play with both of these to get down to 2. I think that feels okay. Just trying to think if there's any world where I put the Future Booster on now. Get the extra 20, play around Picnic Basket. Whatever, man. If you got Picnic Basket, you got Picnic Basket. It's all good. It's all good. I think we'll just put 1 on both. I think that's pretty fair. We can threaten both outcomes. So we do have all of our switches left. And we do have another Valiant in the deck. So what we could do next turn, we can get up to 60 damage spread on their board if we bench another Valiant, which is not enough to Devo the bench one yet. But at least we can clean up the Lunatone. This boss coming down. All right. Yeah, that deck is just really fast, man. It's really hard to deal with this. You know, I was talking all that bad stuff about Iono. Could really use one here, actually. Like, I also don't know why this deck doesn't play Counter Catcher. Yeah, I guess we gotta go with this again. Iono. Boss. Okay, that's not the worst. Only problem is we don't have an energy. Do we just say, hey, opponent, you don't have another boss? But they definitely do. They've only played 1. They have 9 cards in their hand. They definitely have another boss. Because, like, what I was thinking is maybe we retreat into this and just peak acceleration on this guy and then set up the Devo for the next turn. But I literally don't think we can afford to do that. Let's go in with this here. Yeah, we're in a pickle now, guys. Let's just research. We gotta get rid of that boss. Alright, so we at least have some guards. We can pick off this Lunatone. Hamper their draw a little bit. Nest Ball. For nothing. We actually don't even have Devo, so that's not good either. Yeah, it's probably our first L, I think. Yeah, I don't really have any solutions for this. So if we twin Shadows right now, active goes to 130, bench goes to 50. Yeah, there's just no way to do this. Yeah, there's no positive outcome to this whatsoever. Because the problem is, well, I guess we can play for the idea that maybe we can pick off that Soul Rock next turn. But they don't even need boss. They just go, if they have 6 energy, they just kill us. Yeah, okay. All right. This matchup's not good. But I think that's it for this one, guys. This deck seems okay. I don't know. I haven't done much testing with it. Obviously, we're 3 games in, and it's hard to really see what's good and what's bad with this. But I think it needs a few list changes. Like, the first thing I would do is add a counter catcher. I know I sound really gust heavy here, but the deck needs it. Like, if you want a laser blade, you can. You just need the gust to do it. So I think I would add probably a counter catcher here. Not sure what else. I think the rest of the deck is pretty good. Maybe an extra Mystery Garden. That card has felt very, very strong. So maybe we can go ahead and do that. But that'll be it for this one. Test it for me down below if you want, and let me know how it is. I will leave the list down so you guys can try it. But I mean, is it decent? Yeah, probably. Would I play this to a majors? Not as of right now. I think it needs a little bit more work, but I wanted to take you guys along that like vetting journey with me to kind of show how like I go through this like process. So one thing I think is really important is like establishing like, is this deck definitively broken, and if so, why? Does it have any counters? Like all that stuff. So like that's all part of the process. And like I also just really wanted to try Wondrous Patch. This card is really cool. I'm hoping it does something at some point in its lifetime, but maybe now is not the time. But let me know. Is Future Box back? I don't think it is, but let me know down below. Thank you for being here. If you're new, please like and subscribe. Appreciate you all. See you in the next one. Peace.